with a shot and he scores! And he tries to net walking and he shoots and scores! Mustangs draw first blood. Teresi gets a shot and scores! 4-4. Here come the Braves and a save there when they score!
Makes the save. No, it's in! It's in! First take the lead!
Live from O'Brien Group Arena in Melbourne, this is AIHL TV. The 2017 regular season is brought to you by Air Canada, who offer the only daily and non-stop service to Vancouver. For details, visit aircanada.com.au. Borealis. Borealis are a direct infrastructure investor with a portfolio worth in excess of $50 billion. ATC Productions, your live event technical provider. And APA Group, delivering Australia's energy.
Welcome to O'Brien Group Arena for today's match between the Melbourne Ice and the Sydney Bears, the second of a doubleheader this weekend. Yesterday was the Canada Day Classic. Melbourne Ice were victorious 6-4, surviving a late Bears comeback. And amazing how much things can change in hockey over 24 hours. Yesterday's game was a battle of third and fourth in the ladder. Thanks to the results, Melbourne Ice victory and other results in the league, this match is now between first and sixth on the ladder. The Ice leapfrogging the CBR Brave and the Perth Thunder in the top spot. And the Bears, they're tumbling from fourth to sixth thanks to victories to the Sydney Ice Dogs, who usurped them in the top four, and the Melbourne Mustangs, who upset the CBR Brave as well yesterday, and they move into fifth. My name's Michael Clough and I'm joined in coverage today by Steve White. Welcome, Steve.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. And just taking a look at that table, I mean, it's really is quite something to behold. I mean, you got the Ice on 28, the Brave and Thunder sitting in second and third on 26. Then 5 points back are the Dogs and Mustangs on 21 points apiece. As we talked about yesterday, and you just mentioned, the Bears now go back into six, and the North Stars play today as well. So should they win and the Bears lose, the North Stars will leapfrog them. So, I mean, it's a case of 5 points between first and fourth, and then 5 points between fourth and eighth. So it's really a tale of two groups at the moment.
Yeah, the top three and the rest.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could argue at this point of the season, you know, it's those top three will be there at the end. I don't know, but given the way the season's going, I wouldn't put money on it just yet. But it's really that fourth spot. And I mean, all it would take really for the Brave or Thunder to drop a couple of games and the Ice, and they could find themselves in fourth spot.
Oh, absolutely. But I do think the top three at the moment, they're a class above those three teams. The Ice we're seeing today, the Brave and the Thunder, and those two sides play next week. Top spot this year, minor premiership is going to be so important because they'll play the fourth place team, and I do think there's a gulf between the top three and the rest. So finishing top, and that's going to be a battle in itself, will certainly give you a great advantage going into the final.
And I think the story of that is depth. That's the theme for this year. I mean, look at the Ice, Brave and Thunder, arguably the three deepest teams in the league in terms of personnel that have been able to roll the lines. And we're sort of getting a bit of a pole shift towards the way the depth in the AIHL has gone vis-a-vis previous seasons, where you could get away with a shorter bench, or you could get away with it not as being as deep a team. But now it's about having 3-4 full lines and going hell for leather the whole game. So,
and that's going to be the Bears' challenge today as well.
Yeah,
they need to. Everyone that's out on their bench needs to play significant ice time today. They need to be paired to roll the lines, even their youth line. They're going to have to be paired to back them, because one thing I noticed yesterday, despite the fight back, and there seemed to be like a second wind, they looked very tired about halfway through the third period. As they looked as gassed as I've seen any team in this league, and they've got a front up again today against the Melbourne Ice side that will probably be prepared to roll their fourth line for just the energy. And we saw yesterday that Cam Todd, obviously not with the Bears as well. It's a big loss for them. He's over at Inline Worlds. I think he's back next week. But Kyler Noseworthy not in the lineup for the Bears either today. So they're down a couple of key players, and losing Noseworthy, especially in the space of 24 hours, is going to be a big one. So, yeah, the Bears, I mean, they came back in that third period. I think it was more of a case of the Ice sort of let them off the hook a little bit. But Jackson Brewer's 2 goals in a minute was spectacular. But I think it's going to be a little bit of a different story tonight. And obviously, Bears still without Anthony Kimlin as well, although James Downey had a really good game. Really good yesterday, despite the scoreline. But unfortunately for the Bears, there'll be no excuse. They can't say we've got a short and we've got a couple of injuries, a couple of players missing. For them at the moment, they've got to win.
Yeah,
they can't afford to drop another 3 points on this one. Just the way that ladder is so tight and compacted, that every point would be crucial, and it really didn't go to plan for them last night with both the Ice Dogs and the Mustangs causing some upset victories, particularly the Mustangs. Like, I'm amazed to how I would have thought they were going to be pretty much them and maybe Adelaide fighting for the wooden spoon, but they've come out of nowhere, the Mustangs. Yeah. They're playing great hockey. I
think also that sort of change where they put Damien Holland in for the game, I think with goaltending, because Carson's long-term injured, and Nick Novosedlak, he's played 4 or 5 seasons now, but that change up, and then they brought in Kruger, so I've noticed a bit of a change, and then Mitch Humphries has come across as well, so it seems like a bit of a second wind. I mean, whether they can continue that for the rest of the season is another story. But
they're running 5 defensemen a lot of the time, which I think we're talking about depth. That's the real concern, where you've really got not much in reserve in your defensemen. If one of your top 2 lines isn't clicking on any given day.
And Matt Beatty is traditionally a forward. So, as we've seen him.
He's been good, though, Matt Beatty.
Yeah, so. Don't forget, fans, you want your tweets on the screen today, use the hashtag AIHL Game Day, and they'll pop up, providing they're good, of course. But let's go down to centre ice for the pre-game ceremony, and then we'll be back with a drop of the puck.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would now ask you to rise and remove your hats and join Miss Kelly Del Pozo in the singing of our national anthem.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth the toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair in joyful strains, and let us sing. Advance Australia fair.
Well, so the national anthem has been sung, and we're moments away from the start of the second of the doubleheader between the Melbourne Ice and the Sydney Bears. The Ice taking the points in yesterday's game. We'll be looking to repeat that against the Sydney Bears in what is an absolute crunch game. Well, for both sides, Melbourne Ice, they win regardless of other results. They'll remain on top and have a little bit of a buffer over the Thunder, who play the North Stars, and the Brave will be looking to extract revenge on the Mustangs. And for the Bears, well, they've slipped from 4th to 6th. And again, if other results don't go their way, Newcastle winning today and the Mustangs winning today, all of a sudden they're finding themselves in a real world of hurt and a bit behind the top 4.
Yeah, I mean, also the North Stars has been the real surprise for me this year. I mean, 16 games played, they would have played 17 today. The only team that would have played more than them would have been the Bears, 18 after today. So they really have to get a result over the Thunder, and the Thunder will be stung coming off the loss against the Ice Dogs. So...
Well, you think if North Stars lose this one up at Newcastle, that's curtains for their title defence.
Yeah, I mean, never say never, but it's very, very uphill battle from now on in.
I think they've got another couple against, I know they've got one against the CBR Brave. They've got 3 games against the Melbourne Ice coming up.
Yeah, so not an impossible task, but pretty close to it. But also the Bears, I mean, the Bears just have the 1 game left against the Melbourne Ice, which is actually the rescheduled game from when the infamous speaker fire happened, I think about a month ago. So that'll be in a couple of weeks' time.
And a good chance for them to get a win, because the side Melbourne Ice are threatening to send over, which might be just whoever they rustle up from IHV.
Yeah.
So moments away from the opening face-off. This match between the Melbourne Ice and the Sydney Bears, and the Ice win the face-off, but leaving behind there was the captain, Liam Webster, who gets it back from Carpenter. Pass out to Hoods Hughes, goes out wide looking for Chris Wong, has it now, but that was offside, so we'll have a face-off.
So I should mention Thomas Lander in the lineup tonight for Noseworthy. So
Handy inclusion. Noseworthy's a big loss, but Lander's a handy inclusion.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Lander and Schlamp have been combining well traditionally as they have in the past this season, but yeah, you'd ideally like to have both of them out there.
Absolutely. So Webster just flips that one up high. Here's a chance now for Hughes. Got a shot that was blocked. Downing well out of his crease and well out of position. Luckily they had support and the Bears were able to clear. So skating back with Webster and Carpenter. Probably needed to talk a little bit more, those two. So Webster out towards Chris Wong. He's pretty good yesterday. In yesterday's game now, Hughes. Driving it past, looking for Brown. Couldn't find him. Now Brown for the Ice, winding up, and while fanning on the shot there was Joey Hughes. Don't see that often. Bell on the boards in front of the Bears bench. And the Ice will win out through Victor Gibbs-Shadeen. Happy to take in the corner and wait for support. Here's a chance now there for Dahlberg. Graham back into the corner, looking for Bachman. On the half wall, Dahlberg got a shot away, was blocked. Here's a chance now for the Bears. Nick Reve gets a shot away and it's in! The Bears take the early lead.
Wow, Nick Reve lets it rip and it gets by Davis eventually. Got most of it, but not enough of it. And Nick Reve opens the account for the Sydney Bears. If we have a look at that again. Reve down the near side, head up, picks his spot and slips it between the blocker and the pad of Dane Davis. And well, just like that, the Sydney Bears come out with exactly what they needed. Early goal. And well, that's the first goal of the game for them. Nick Reve, well, his 10th on the year. Trails only Jackson Brewer in terms of goals scored. So in terms of defensemen, he's putting them up. So 13:43 to go. And the team from New South Wales get on the board first. And Melbourne Ice on the back foot to start this game. As that last night, it was really a case of the Melbourne Ice controlling the first two periods. And then the Bears decided to get their game going towards the end of the second. And nearly staged a comeback.
But that's it. Defensively, the Bears were very organised for that first half of the game. Yeah. I like their defensive structure. They really try to eliminate time and space for the Melbourne Ice.
Yeah. We see President of the Sydney Bears, Matty Burrell, in a near shot. Looks like he hasn't shaved in a couple of days either. It's all right. I haven't shaved in a couple of months. As this one moved out into the half wall, shot into the opposite corner. Armstrong going to do battle there with Ward. Armstrong now going to battle his way out of the corner. Gets a hit of Powell, who notched his 400th point last night against the Bears. Congratulations to him. Marcus Wong slaps it back in. Armstrong gets slapped into the glass there by Ward. Those two gentlemen continue their battle. However, the puck ends up behind the net here with Vlad Rubes, another member of the 400-point club this season. And out now here to the captain, Schlamp, who shoots it on Davis and just steers it aside with a blocker. Rubes fires and kicked us out there by Davis. Big juicy rebound on off it. No one able to take advantage there for Sydney. Foons, intelligent play to chip that pass. He finds here to Schlamp, who's just going to come onside. He shoots, and again he scores! Almost a carbon copy of the first goal. Michael Schlamp squeezes it by Dane Davis, and the Sydney Bears 2 goals up inside 3 minutes here in the first period.
And those are 2 goals, as great as they've been, they're ones where Jaden Pye-Murphy would be best advised to maybe just limber up and let the coach know he's ready to go, because 2 goals, both of them, I say, on Dane Davis.
Yeah, I mean, look, got 90% of it, but it's not enough in that again. Same, almost the mirror image of the Reve play from the other side.
Yeah.
And through the left, that's Schlamp's 4th goal of the year, 13 points, and the Sydney Bears come out with a flyer here on Sunday.
Perfect start for the Bears so far. This is exactly what they needed. Jeremy Vasquez has the puck, just poked away there by Liam Webster, flipped up by Hughes. Saxon Air clears the zone, but it's sent back in by Webster. Now Annesley stretch pass, it's a good one, it's onside with Tasarik. In the end, couldn't get a shot away. One of the goal scorers for the Bears last night. Now Carpenter. Outlet pass, looking for Brown, couldn't find him there by Wong, stolen by Air. Tried to send the corner, I think as far as Carpenter. Stretch pass, it's going to work out in the end. Hughes will take the blue line and go out wide towards Chris Wong. Shot though was blocked. Now Graham will go back for the Ice. Melbourne Ice will make a line change. Graham will wait for options to present themselves. Eventually, Gibb Shadeen try to get out towards Buckman. Gibb Shadeen gets it back and sends it into the corner. Downey out of his crease, dangerous move. And the Ice unable to keep it in the zone. It looks like we've got a call over him. It's going to be a penalty, in fact. It's going to be against Thomas Landis of the Ice. We'll go on the power play.
And penalties became a bit of the Achilles. The Schlamp is lit. The Schlamp is lit. Indeed it is. It's the Yerk up there in Sydney. Made his beer league debut just a couple of weeks ago. So great to see the Yerk there. Strapping him on.
Bringing out the puns.
Oh,
I thought that was our job.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, flattery is the lowest. Well, imitation is flattery, whatever it is. Anyway, here's Backman skating back here for the Melbourne Ice. Had a blinder last night in this very fixture. And nuked out now here by Dahlberg. Down the near side to Gibb Shadeen and on to Brown. Back to Gibb Shadeen. Try to get a return pass there back to Brown. Gibb Shadeen ends up with it. Put into the half wall now. Dug out there by Backman with Foons and Schlamp right on his case. And the instructions to move on from Steve DeWitt, and they do so here through Jeremy Brown. Back to the point now to his reverse number, Dahlberg, 27. Fired on there by Otterson, and that was tipped in over the crossbar of James Downey. Puck now into the corner and then behind the net. Moved out back now, hit Otterson. Dahlberg's calling for it on the point. Otterson back goes to Brown. Those two players interchange positions. 71 seconds left on the power play. Shot near side, and Downey just got the pad on it and steered it after a good build-up there from the Ice. Moved out now here to Backman. One-time shot from Dahlberg, and plenty of mustard on that one. Puck back out into the corner. And now it moved across ice looking for Otterson, sneaking into the back door. He manages to get it back to the point here to Dahlberg, and across there to his countryman Backman. And again, those two play a bit of keepy off, and to their fellow compatriot Swede, Sebastian Otterson. Back now here to Dahlberg. Back to Otterson, just a little bit in front of him. Otterson forced to peel off and get a shooting lane. Finds one now, goes down low, looking for Brown. And he shoots, and he scores! Joey Hughes is the man who put it in the net. And the Melbourne Ice with a power play goal. They cut it to 2-1. 9:55 remaining in the first.
Nicely constructed power play by the Melbourne Ice, just looking for gaps and options. And the patience shown by Sebastian Otterson is what really set up that goal. He didn't panic. He looked for a lane, created a lane in the end, got a pass away. You can see here to Hughes, goes to the backhanded shot, and eventually it will go through. But really, you can't give a man of Joey Hughes' quality that much time and space as well.
Well, Joey Hughes, that's his 9th goal of the season. He jumps Victor Gibb Shadeen for the team lead, and it's 2-1 now, still to the Bears.
So now it's Baranzelli for the Ice. He'll go out wide. Happy to play that one of the boards. Richard Zasarik tried to send it in the corner, but it was actually blocked. Now Castelsar didn't play in yesterday's game. He's one of those players that be brought in for a bit of energy. Marcus Wong was tied up. So Matt Armstrong sends that one into the corner. Downey comes out of his crease. The puck went past him though. He's going to be cleared away by Ryan Annesley. And that will be an icing call over face-off. Now yesterday's game, it was a penalty that really turned the game in the Melbourne Ice's favour. The Melbourne Ice managed to capitalise with a power play goal, and once again, penalties made the difference for the Ice, gets them back in the game. Love hearing from the Sydney Bears fans on the live stream. And I'm sure there'll be plenty in Sydney watching this one. And they'll be pretty happy with how the team's going so far. Bat along the half wall. And it's eventually going to be one out by Hughes for the Ice. Unable to keep it in. Hughes will go out wide. Brown will take the blue line. Got a pass in there for Chris Wong. Now Hughes for the Ice. And we're going to have a stop in play.
Goal peg came out.
Yep. Probably much to the relief of the visitors.
Schlamp watch is very quiet. They don't like it when he scores. Well, that's been a bit of a talking point recently on Twitter.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye. He did have a lengthy discussion with the referees yesterday. One of them, only one.
Well, actually, and at the end of the second period as well. So this one moved into the corner, and Otterson digging at the puck. Back near the point now is Graham. Slides it back from whence it came from as Foons tries to whip it around. Dahlberg cuts it off and throws it on net. Good save there from Downey, trying to see that puck through traffic. As the Bears fighting to try and gain some territory and get it out of the zone. Gibbs Shadeen proving to be a thorn on the side of the moment. Through to Otterson. Great save again from Downey, who's again screened. And the Melbourne Ice piling the pressure on here midway through the first. Dahlberg retreats. Rest of his team decide to take advantage of a line change. And hands off now here to Matt Armstrong. Fires this up ice, and well, I thought that was going to be icing. Came off the linesman. Bears object to such a call, and play continues. As puck now swung out into the corner, and coming up ice now with it, looking for Schlamp there was Brewer. Puck back to centre ice. Brewer retreats, 2 goals last night. The pivotal 2 goals it was, and started the Bears' comeback. They just weren't able to continue, but he's coughed it up here to Tommy Powell, just onside. Powell shoots, and glove by Downey, and he covers.
Yeah, Downey, nice glove save there.
As yeah, that icing call I thought was a straight-up icing, so oh well, not to beat. 3 goals in the first 5 minutes. Fans settle in for another Sunday afternoon goal fest. Well,
yeah, I don't think the Bears want it though. I think they want to keep the scores pretty tight as the game goes on. It becomes a goal fest. They're not going to win.
Spotted trolling there from...
well, it depends on how many goals he scored.
Melbourne Ice DJ Sam Morgan.
So now play broken up by Baranzelli. Delsar has the puck for the Ice. Nice work by Delsar. And just fires on net just to make sure that Downey was alert. He was. He gloves that one, and we'll have a face-off with 7.5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke of James Downey last night. He looks very composed and very solid in net. I mean, that overseas, he spent all of Northern Hemisphere winter playing, and he's going to return there at the end of our season. But yeah, that's, as I said, that's really paying off. I mean, Australian goaltending stocks, not as deep as other nations. Obviously, it's very difficult. And
but he looks so good.
Yeah.
Long term, he's only a young kid and actually seems to be really happy to be out there too. Even after the Bears losing, still a big smile on his face. But will he have a smile on his face after this effort? Well, he does. What a save. That is superb stuff there by James Downey.
Absolutely. Saw it all the way. Flashes the glove again. And as we do expand on that point, I mean, he's got the best Australian goaltender in the country, Anthony Kimlin, as his mentor. So, I mean, you couldn't ask for much more. And hopefully see more of that as it progresses during his career.
Yes, still plenty of time for the Slamp Watch. And I'm sure the state will be keeping a very close eye on that. And Twitter for the results up in Canberra.
That must have hit the net. Apparently deflected out of play. Didn't see where that ended up. Yeah, well, I mean, no one really picked as we were talking about earlier, the upset. And then, well, let's see if the Mustangs can do it back-to-back. That game due to start in about 45 minutes' time.
It will change the complexion of the season if the Mustangs walk away 6 points out of Canberra.
Oh, and the Thunder and North Stars getting underway at the same time as well. We'll keep you updated on those games. 2 pivotal games for both of those respective clubs.
So face-off won by the Ice, but fanning on that one was Webster. Now Brown lost control of the biscuit. Gets it back. Tried to create some space. It barely was there, and a shot there by Webster was just wide. It's a battle behind Downey's net. Ice keep control of the puck. Shot, and it's in! Joey Hughes gets his second and scores a tide. That's a goal for persistence for the Melbourne Ice.
Well, it was similar to last night. The Bears had an issue with leaving players unattended. At least 3 of their goals they conceded were to blame for that. And as you did again, look, Joey Hughes all by himself in the high slot, and he's got time to pick his shot. Bears defence drawn to the puck like moths to a flame, and then Joey Hughes unattended, picks his spot, smacks it past James Downey. Not much he could do about that.
It's the worst player in the league to leave in that spot unattended.
So, just like that, tight hockey game. 4 goals already with 7 minutes remaining here in the first. And the Melbourne Ice cancel out the advantage that the Bears worked hard to produce early in the game. Huge slam. Hands off now, offside. I think the offender there was Rubes. And we'll get a whistle.
And, well, for this game, after the Bears scored those 2 goals, I don't think they've had a shot.
No.
Yeah. So we don't even know if Davis is finding his form at the moment because he's been a great chance to contemplate, but not much more.
As we see Tyler Noseworthy behind the bench tonight for the Sydney Bears. 6:38 to go. There's Reve now, goal scorer from moments ago. I've got the opening goal of the game. Annesley fires it in deep. third-year player for the Sydney Bears. Tim Rye, a rookie, overskates the puck. The puck's shot up into the defensive zone for the Bears, and Annesley retreats as icing is cancelled out rather late for the Sydney Bears. Annesley now out. Long-range pass, looking for Rubes, just took it on his skates and lost control of it as that puck all the way back into the Bears' defensive zone, and Reve with a bit of time and space has to set up shop again here for the Bears, and almost coughed it up. Rubes to the rescue here for the Bears and hands it off to a man at least half his age, Tim Rye. Tries to get past Graham, a man twice his size, and now here to Delsar. Chips it up, glove down here by Todd Graham, and now for Otterson. Checked there by Schlamp, gets it back to Graham. Both teams in the midst of a change here at the O'Brien Group Arena. And the day after Canada Day and the day halfway between Independence Day for the United States. So a couple more of our imports, and pretty silly penalty there from Jackson Brewer. Slash and a cross-check, take your pick. And the Melbourne Ice back to the power play. Although I did think Backman went down a little too easy on that play. That's just my opinion.
I get to see it on replay.
I mean, clear penalty. Let's have a look. Yeah, across the hands, and then look. I think that was a little too easy, but two penalties there. You could
that's the thing. It wasn't. You could argue in themselves weren't that bad, but a cumulative effect, and it gives Melbourne Ice a power play. They win the face-off, but it goes right between the defenseman. Davis will come out of his crease to stop the puck. So Dahlberg now for the Ice will go out wide towards Otterson. Had one of his best games in Ice colours yesterday. The shot there, and it's a goal to Backman. The Ice take the lead. And I think the moral of the story, the Bears going to have to remember, no penalties. That's 2 goals in the power play down to the Ice.
Well, Christopher Backman draws the penalty and then puts it through. As we have a look here, again, Downey screened with Foons going down right in front of him. So I wouldn't put that one on him either, but Backman had too much time and space again. And as you pointed out correctly, 2 power play goals. The Bears, well, they're just making work hard for themselves here. I mean, they look so great coming out of the draw. I mean, it's still early days. I mean, geez, it's only the first period. We've had 5 goals already. And, well, what has Ron Kaprowski got up his sleeve?
They need to get shots. That's one of the big things they need. They've just stopped shooting.
And stop skating in some regards, as here's Annesley now retreating here for the Bears. Swings it around the boards. Schlamp picks it up and hands off here to long-time teammate Vlad Rubes. Takes the check there from Hughes as the puck was dumped into the opposite corner. Carpenter now up to Brown. Backhands it out of the zone. Schlamp gets onto it and gets it all the way back now here to Annesley. Back to Schlamp as the Bears set up and prepare to break in. Schlamp, chip and chase, going to get his own dump in, but Webster's going to beat him to it. He's a Mighty Roos teammate. Back to the point now here to Reve, cut it off, slings it on net, and it's deflected off the skater Rubes and into the corner. And the Ice will look to clear their zone here through Chris Wong, who was the player of the game with a goal last night and an assist. Carpenter, sure, that's going to be icing. And we'll get a whistle.
And that will come to much of a relief to the Bears.
Well, Tommy Powell, who notched his 400th point along with Liam Webster last night, actually given these... We have a look, Dane Davis, 8 wins from 8 starts, 2 goals in game 3 times. And that's really, I mean, Davis is a fantastic goaltender, but I also think testament to the Ice being able to play such a possession game. The opponents just don't seem to...
Get too many decent shots on goal.
Exactly. But I mean, Davis, highlight reel goaltender, the last 3-4 seasons, particularly with the North Stars, and now this year with the Ice. There's Delsar down the near side, poked out there by Foons and forced into the corner. Puck forced behind the net. Foons did a good job to cancel Delsar's progress out completely. And the Bears come back the other way now, here through Vasquez. Another player playing his trade overseas. Returned only about 8 games into the season for the Bears. Back near here to Ward, former Ice Dog. And his shot is cut off there by Delsar. And back out now here to father-to-be Armstrong. Just onside. Quick shot, that's blocked up high. And the Bears look to cancel the momentum out and go back the other way. Here's Richie Tazarek. Tries to dangle his way through. Baranzelli puts it back in. Foons pinching in, couldn't take advantage. And back comes Baranzelli. As 2 former Ice Dogs collide there in the corner. And so, well, that's picked off now here by Brucker, trying to slide that one through to Vasquez, and Armstrong takes advantage and skates out on the far side now here for Melbourne Ice. Gibbs Shadeen a little too hasty over the blue line. We'll get a whistle.
Noticing the Bears are starting to skate again after that 3rd goal.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be 2-0 up against the now top team in the league and then now 3-2 down is not a position you'd really want to be in as a coach or as a player, and particularly with, as we talked about all through the broadcast, the vitalness of this 3 points here tonight for the Bears.
So from the face-off, it's now Graham who has it for the ice. We'll go out towards Nicholas Dahlberg. Pass there looking for Otterson. Just couldn't find him. Play was broken up and a chance now for the Bears. Jeremy Brucker forced out wide. We'll just slip it on Davis's net. And he'll glove that one. I'm sure that will do no end of confidence there for Dane Davis to get a nice glove save.
But also good for the Bears. I mean, get a face-off deep in their own end. I mean, if they could get a whistle and set up shop, and
win the face-off.
Yeah, exactly. Get it back to Reve and put some traffic in front.
And they do win the face-off, do the Bears. Now Thomas Lander is in the corner. Tied up by two Swedes, and Otterson and Dahlberg. And Sebastian Otterson. He's tied up there by Brewer. Reve able to keep it in for the Bears. Brucker. He's tied up there by Dahlberg. We've got a battle along the boards. Eventually the puck will spill free, and it's the Bears who have it. Reve, little backhand pass to Andersley, gets a shot away. Davis didn't get a lot of that, and it's going to count.
Yeah, I think that went in.
It's in.
I think that went in.
And it's back to 3-all.
Yeah, I think that went in, definitely. Near side, I mean, I'm happy to be proven wrong at this, but with the naked eye, it looked like it went in on the near top corner against Dane Davis on the underside of the bar. Well, to Otterson says no. Let's have a look. Now, just out of shot, here's Annesley. Oh,
it's
actually, no, it's hit the pipe. Let's have a look.
And unfortunately, what we don't see in shot, and I think he might be just out of shot, is Steve DeWitt, the referee. Now, if he was right in the line...
Yeah, actually, that disappears under the bar. I think that's the right call from Steve DeWitt.
Now, if we only had this net out of our way, it would be brilliant, but...
or the corner camera we'd be able to see, but let's have a look. One more time. Is Annesley... That's in.
Yeah, I think it is.
That's in. So good call there from Steve DeWitt. Underside of the bar, or the outside bar and out.
And all of a sudden it's 3-3.
Yeah.
Late in the first period. So Hughes for the ice. Dumped that deep in the corner. Annesley, the goal scorer, looking to clear, unable to. So now Brown for the ice. In the corner, we'll go from one corner to the other and finds Hughes. Hughes to Webster, fires on net, puck spills free. Downing managed to get enough of a glove on that puck to stop it. Now Reve. Outlet pass. Turned it straight over. Annesley looking for Schlamp. So now Schlamp again for the Bears. Outlet pass, not a good one. Turns over to Carbonell, will fire on net, and Downey will cover that one. And we'll have a face-off.
We're going to have another look at this goal from another angle. Or maybe we aren't. Okay, here we go. So here's the wide-angle shot. Now here's Annesley near side of your screen. Watch the puck. Yeah, off the back, look, off the back post there. Yeah. In, that's in. Steve DeWitt in the right position too.
And Danny's a bit slow to get up after that, making that save as well. I don't know if it's just a little glove issue or... but he's ready to go. So face-off. An attacking zone for the Ice, who do win the face-off. Baranzelli will just happily send that one into the corner. Armstrong first there for the Ice. Brewer's also there for the Bears. Backhanded outlet pass. Eventually finds Brucker looking for Lander. Too hot for him, and that will be an icing call against the Bears. And that goal for Annesley was also his first of the season.
Yeah, like, I mean, he's been the sixth import this year. And hasn't seen much playing time. A lot of assistant coaching and helping the Bears out in the coaching side of things. Played the last 2 seasons with the Bears, but...
Well, I was going to say was, I think if Davis gives another one, it might be Jaden Pine-Murphy.
Yeah, well, it depends. I think...
I'm not sure if Davis is really feeling it today.
Well, I wouldn't be getting much sleep with the 2 kids. Well, the most recent one had added last week as the puck goes back to the point. Now here's Dahlberg. fires at one on net through about 5 bodies, but one of them manages to cut that one off and get it all the way here to Lander. Loses control there to Graham, and the puck in the corner. And now in front of the net, it's loose in front. Oh, Brucker just couldn't bury it. And just over the line, and here comes Gibbs Shadeen. Otterson puts it into the corner. Just over a minute here in the first frame at the O'Brien Group Arena. Backman just runs out of real estate and has to fire it back in, and his teammates have to touch the blue line and get back onside as Brewer now starts out for the Bears. Pursued relentlessly there by Otterson and Gibbs Shadeen as Foons almost interfered there with Gibbs Shadeen, but play continues as that puck misses everyone. Davis is going to have to touch this, and no icing. Graham. Puck up now to Joey Hughes. 2 goals already tonight. Brown, chip and chase there past Rouvet. Here's Vlad Rubes. Backhands this one in. Gets put into the glass there by Brown. And, well, the puck hasn't crossed the blue line as far as the Bears are concerned. Whipped around, but cut off here by Carpenter. Looking for Brown deep in the goal line. 20 seconds remaining here in the first. And, well, Brown did well to strip Annesley of the puck and get it back to Carpenter, who fires, and, well, a bit of a mongrel of a shot, and that goes into the corner. The Bears are looking to close this period out without getting another scoring opportunity to the Melbourne Ice. The Melbourne Ice are going to get one here through Brown, and there goes the horn. Wow, what a first period. 3 goals apiece, and we have a tight hockey game going into the first intermission.
Well, could we is an upset of brewing in this one?
Well, considering the way the Bears came back last night, anything's possible, but a better start from the Bears tonight vis-a-vis last night.
Absolutely. They probably just need to tighten up a little bit more defensively, because a couple of those goals, certainly the second to Joey Hughes, where they lost their man. If they can tighten up defensively, they're a real shot in this one. So to wrap things up at the end of the first period, it's 3-3 between the Melbourne Ice and the Sydney Bears. We'll be back shortly with the second period of play. Welcome back to O'Brien Group Arena for the second period in play in this match between the Melbourne Ice and the Sydney Bears. It's 3-3. The Bears certainly have come to play in this one. Can they maintain the defensive pressure while keeping their offence going for the remaining 2 periods? That is to be seen.
Yeah, and also we spent the intermission having a look at the goal from Ryan Annesley, and Charles Franzen had a look at the goal too. In his opinion, I mean, not just because he's the Melbourne Ice coach, but also we had 2 different angles on that. In terms, one shows that it was off the crossbar and out, and the other one shows that it was on the underside and it possibly in. So we saw, as you see me taking Charles through the paces and not speaking English, but trying to speak English. But in his opinion, not a goal, but, you know.
It counts.
Yeah, referee was there, so we would love to have the camera in the corner, but...
or in the goals.
Yeah, exactly right. Or above it.
If only we had the budget.
So,
because those in-goal cameras aren't cheap, by the way.
Yeah, you're looking at 30, 40 grand, I believe.
I think even more than that.
That's a cheap version too. That's the Chinese version.
So moments away from the start of the second period. It's all square like it was yesterday. The exception being there's 6 goals between them, unlike yesterday where there was none. So Downey, just bat that away. Leave it for support. So Annesley scored the equaliser. Now Brucker. Brucker will take the blue line, but he's forced out wide. Pass out looking for Lander. Goes out wide towards Annesley. This is a nice build-up for the Bears. Reve gets a shot away. Went in the corner. So Brewer steals the puck there from Webster. And the Ice haven't been able to clear. Reve lost the puck, and eventually the Ice will clear the puck. Now Brown. Brown drives with it. Goes a little backhanded pass. Should have gone for the shot himself. Wong gets a shot away, and it's going to be gloved by Downing. And on that occasion, the Ice were just a little too clever for their own good.
And Brewer and Webster having a bit of a push and shove. How do you do at the blue line?
Well, it seems to be Brewer's doing all the talking and Webster just doing all the laughing at him.
Oh, well, I'd like to be a fly on the wall of that conversation. We are, but we didn't have
Well, we could put a mic in Liam Webster's beard.
Bring back the good old days of miking up the referees. We're still working on that. But anyway, 14-12 here in the second. And Brave and Mustangs about to get underway up in Canberra, as are the North Stars and Thunder. And we'll have some scores for you when they get underway up there in New South Wales. Here's Graham trying to skate his way through into the slide, slips it through, and well, at the back door was Gibb Shadeen, but he was about 2 steps too slow and comes back out of the point. Now here to Graham. Here's Gibb Shadeen with a reprieve, and a great save from Downey. Another follow-up drive there from Backman, looking for his second, and that sprays wide. Back to the point now. Here is Dahlberg. Goes down low here to Backman and on to Otterson, and a shot there, and that's blocked up high, and Vlad Rubes will skate the puck out here for the Sydney Bears and earn himself an icing call and not a line change, and we'll have a whistle.
Well, the tempo is certainly from both sides is still here. My concern only with the Bears is, can they keep it up?
Yeah.
3 periods, and that's going to be their big challenge. So far, they've done it for certainly about 3/4 of the first period.
I'm liking the confidence Ron Kaprowski showing in young Tim Ray out there, putting him out with the vets, Rube, Schlamp and Lander.
Well, they've certainly got to play. I think everyone on their bench, they can't be shortening their bench throughout this game. They've got to make sure everyone gets a fair amount of ice time and back them.
Absolutely.
It's the only way they're going to win this game. So Armstrong out towards Wong. Tempted deflection there by Delsar. Bears haven't been able to clear Armstrong into the corner. Out towards Delsar. Out wide. Towards Powell. The battle against his Australian teammate, Brian Foons. Foons will clear the puck, and getting there first will be Ward for the Bears. Delsar couldn't keep it in the end. Now Marcus Wong. Stretch pass towards Powell. So Powell, tied up, goes out wide. And a great chance there for the Ice. Still a battle for the puck. And Foons gets out towards Richard Tasarik. He's tied up by Webster. Then fans on his pass in the corner. Now the ice through Brown, stolen by Air. We'll send that one in the corner. So Webster flips up out towards Hughes, try to glide it down towards Chris Wong. And Webster will get it back. Miss the intended target, Wong. Now Aaron Webster. Webster will get there first for the ice. Wong try to flip up in the corner, still in the neutral zone. So Webster. Now it's Hughes. He's tied up by Vasquez. Nick Rivet and Jeremy Brown's there for their respective sides. Bears should be able to clear, and they will now through Tasarik. Richard Tasarik get a shot away, and it's in! The Bears take the lead, and will Charles Franson pull the pin on Dane Davis?
Well, the Bears fans in attendance loving it, and they come out of the gate as they started the first period. And Richie Tasarik, that's his first goal of the season, mind you. And a pivotal one here, and he puts it past Dane Davis, probably partially screened there by Carpenter, retreating defenseman. Nonetheless, the Bears in front by one now. Can they hold on to it? Because as we saw in the first period, they didn't. So, well, good morning from Malmo. Hey, good morning, Anders.
You missed a lot.
You did miss a lot. and, well, I'm sure you have plenty to talk about at the end of the broadcast. I'm sure you watched back the first period after you finished your pickled herrings. Here's Graham, 11:30 to go here in the second. Slung across the ice there by Dahlberg. Here's Backman now for the Melbourne Ice. Battled there by Lander. Otterson puts the puck up now here to Graham. Going to be his Trunniers hockey teammate conclusion of this season. And Otterson now moves it off now here to Backman. Trying to skate around Foons. Foons puts the poke check on him and then forces him into the glass eventually. Great job there from Paddy Ward to back up his defenseman. Getting a stick on that was Brewer and forcing it out of the neutral zone. And Graham, as Foons and Backman had a little bit of a tangle there in the Bears' defensive zone, out of shot. And play continues. Here's Otterson just onside as he moves in and shoots. Good save there from Downey from a tough angle. Lander now on to Brewer. Return pass now here to Lander. 2-on-1 here for the Bears. Here's Lander. Tried to slide it across there to Schlamp, who was setting up shop in the low slot and just couldn't put the finishing touches on the play. The puck back out in front of the Bears bench, and now off to the opposite side now here through Dahlberg with Powell and Armstrong. Shoots, and Downey got about 50% of that shot and enough to turn it wide. Here's Powell now behind the net. Takes that one with a skate. Looking for options in the low slot. None available, so he tries to peel off and put it back down low to his teammate Armstrong. And pursued there by Rubes in the corner. Back now here to Delsar with Rivet right on his case. Back to the point to Baranzelli. Almost got my tongue tied. This one now all the way to Annesley. Goal scorer from the end of the first, excuse me. And that's whipped the length of the ice. Icing the call. And finally a whistle.
And I think that will come to much relief to the Melbourne Ice, actually.
Yeah, I mean, they were hemmed in for a little bit there, and then the Bears, I think James Downey with a couple of beauty stops in that last shift. As we see Charles Franson, Sandy Gardner and Brent Laver.
All with their serious faces on right now.
Team America style.
So face-off one by the Ice. Carpenter will send that one into the corner, where Hughes will retrieve the puck. Finds Armstrong. Try to get it back out towards Hughes. Chopped off by Rubes. Hughes gets it back. He lost it. Fell in the half wall and it's kept in by the Ice by Webster. Fires it from one corner to the other. And Joey Hughes will get there first for the Ice in the battle against Rye. And the youngster did well, but the Ice still in control of the puck. So Hughes in the corner. Will go back, and the Bears look to clear now through Ryan Annesley. Gets out towards Ryan, and he's happy to send that one in the corner and make a line change. So Carpenter for the Ice, finds Armstrong. Little pass out towards Hughes. Leaves it now for Brown. Couldn't get a clean shot away. So Webster, he'll go out wide. Hughes sends it into the zone, but the Bears in control. Outlet pass wasn't a great one. In there, Rubes can see some territories, goes back in the corner, but only as far as Jeremy Brown. Brown to Webster. Shot was blocked. But the Ice have the numbers and will retrieve the puck. The Bears will use a chance to make a line change. Now Gibb Shadeen, been quiet so far today, gets it out towards Backman, gets a shot away, and that was just wide. But a nice setup now for the Melbourne Ice. So battle in the corner. Foons had the puck stolen by Christopher Buckman. Gets a shot away, puck spills free. And the Bears are able to clear. Carpenter will go out wide. To Carpenter, out towards Buckman. Too slick there for Brucker. Gets a pass away, shot though was blocked. The shot there by Gibb Shadeen. So in the corner, Todd Graham pinching in. Leaves the puck behind. Now Brucker. Weak pass, but it finds Brewer. Brewer driving towards the net. And the net has come off the moorings, has it?
Yep.
Yes, it has. So we'll have a face-off. At the moment, the Ice are just trying to find chinks in the Bears' armour, and so far, the Bears are holding firm.
Yeah, I mean, we have a look at next week's schedule. The Bears got the North Stars. The Ice obviously have the adrenaline. So can the Melbourne Ice never back up a doubleheader? Saturday games are on point. Sunday games, not so much. And so this one saved there by Davis. We'll get back to that talking point later as here comes Powell down the near side. Fires this one across ice for Delsar to skate onto, getting some time here in the second period. Didn't play a shift in the first, as Reve has it now here for the Sydney Bears. Dishes it off now here to Annesley. Hemmed in behind the net. Manages to get a breakout pass now here to Lander. Cross ice pass with a good one to Brucker, who bashes that one in behind the net of Davis. Comes out and, well, held in by Lander. Almost got blindsided there by Delsar. And Graham ends up with it in the high slot. And Aaron Rodgers, Hail Mary, gloved down there by Reve. Powell just onside. Fires a shot and he scores! Tommy Powell, near side, puts it under the glove of James Downey. And the Melbourne Ice tie the game. It's 4-4.
Well, Tommy Powell's, he's back to his best form. He's got better as the season goes along, but what I really liked about that one is, I think the head deceived Downey, but also the delay in the shot. And you can see here in replay as Powell's come in, not only the pitch back, but there's just the initial look there, then the delay, that slight delay in the shot that tricked James Downey.
There are appeals for offside from the Bears defence. Just seeing that shot, they may have had a case for it. Nonetheless,
but then Melbourne Ice claimed that the Annesley goal wasn't a goal, so
cancelled out. Yeah. But 4-4 the score. Maybe we'll get another look at this. Here we go. Well, let's have a look. So, oh, actually, no, I think that's onside. So just, yeah. Delsar had his right skate on the blue. As this one shot to the left of James Downey. Fires this one around. Brown now. Looking for Carpenter at the point. It's chopped off, and Brown decides to retreat deep into the line. Tries to drive the net, and he scores just like that. 5-4. And the Melbourne Ice back in front. Jeremy Brown. Elavu. And the Ice, much like last night, back in it.
And, well, a contender for goal of the year, but that's still not making Charles Franzen happy. But you have a look at this one. What an effort. That actually goal reminds me, a couple of years ago, Jeremy Brown did a coast-to-coast goal with a finish just like that. But that is right up there for one of the contenders of goal of the year.
Yeah, I think
that's something else.
Head-to-head there with Matt Beatty from last week. So 2 weeks, 2 goal of the year contenders. But Jeremy Brown, yeah, I mean, Bears went to sleep and just couldn't get the puck off him, and he muscles his way through, and there it is.
And this is a challenge for the Bears. They just can't have concentration lapses. A couple of them have cost them a couple of goals so far, and the Ice now lead 5-4. So leading the race to the puck there is Thomas Lander. Nice little pass from Brewer. In the end, couldn't get a shot away. Outlet pass was a rocket. Eventually, Dahlberg has it. Trying to get a shot away. It was blocked. Still, puck spills free just to the side of Downey's crease. And now Reve for the Bears. Gets out wide towards Ryan Annesley. There wasn't much on offer. Annesley's tied up, and the Bears making hard work of clearing the zone at the moment. And they've turned over Gibb Shadeen. Lose the puck, gets it back, nearly lost it again. Still gets in the corner. Reve up against Otterson. So Otterson in control of the puck. Out towards Graham, just keeps it in. And Downey makes the save.
May have been going a little wide, but James Downey taking no chances. Great glove save. Here's the goal from Brown again. Look at that. Forces his way to the front of the net. And perhaps Foons maybe could have put a bit more muscle on him, but Brown evasive at the best of times. Very hard to stop. And, well, yeah, as we saw, that's...
The guys have found another gear suddenly.
Yeah. And just what the gear they needed to find, not putting it in H, is that one wide of the net of James Downey. We've got a penalty coming, though. Played with a high stick, according to referee Steve DeWitt. And it's going outside the zone. As we move back and forth in this game, then there is a conversation between Slam and the refs. Staying out of this one. Staying out of this one. But as we have a look, this one played, actually was further than that. Here's the face-off now, though, as Powell put into the corner. Here's Chris Wong. Pursued there by Paddy Ward and Vasquez. Puck evades everyone, and Foons has to get back here to get it out for the Bears. Marcus Wong standing on the blue line, puts it right back in. Ward now gets it out to the half wall and helped out eventually. The Bears have a potential 2-on-1 break, but the retreating Delsar might make it 2-on-2, and he does so. Losing a tyre there was Vasquez. Riding rims for a brief moment, and that allows the Ice to come back the other way. Here's Delsar. Foons is going to beat him to it, and did well. Did Brian Foons. Puts this one back off the board. Another chance now here for the Bears, 2-on-2. As they move in air with a shot that's pretty comfortably saved by Davis. And Vasquez gets muscled there by Wong, and just a little bit of how do you do, and maybe a little bit of frustration there from the Bears.
And I think the Ice realise they've got a game on their hands as well.
Yeah. Yes, he will. Tune in to the AIHL podcast this week as Charles Franson will be joining us. And be interesting to get his take on all things hockey in Australia and in Sweden, as obviously Todd Graham and co that have played over there. It's a very knowledgeable character, and he'll be joining us this Thursday. So make sure you tune in for that one.
So now it's been cleared away by the Bears, sent in by the Ice. Now Tasaric sends that one into the corner. So Hughes for the Ice, looking for Armstrong. It's been stolen away. Passes the centre lane, but no one was there. Now Brown finds Hughes. Hughes goes out wide. Brown will get it back. And the puck's been stolen by Rubes. And the Bears have a chance to breathe. So Tasaric just flips it up high. Carpenter will get there first for the Ice, try to play it off the boards. Tasaric has the puck now. He's forced out wide. Davis managed to cut the angle on that occasion. And now Carpenter for the Ice. Lost the puck the first time, managed to get it back the second. Dangerous pass. Hughes and Foons. Foons sends that one into the corner. Now Brucker, a chance for the Bears. Nice pass out towards Ward. Shot was just hit the side net there by Brewer. On the heel shot by Ward. Another deflection. That one just went wide in the end. To the wrong side. Bears haven't been able to keep it in. Brewer will go out wide. Out towards Foons. Takes the blue line. Which is fire in Davis's net. Bobbles that one up, but lucky they had support in the form of Webster. And he clears it away. So Ward for the Bears. Out towards Foons. Foons will leave it for Brewer. Now Brucker. There's a great pass by Brewer, but unfortunately that pass for the Bears missed everybody, and they're going to have to go back and retrieve the puck.
But Danny was Danny was in a bit of two minds as to come out and play that one. I don't think he saw it come off his own teammate.
So the Ice able to keep it in. Now Gibbs Shadeen. He goes out wide. Now Foons for the Bears. Just kept in by Otterson. So Otterson, pass out towards Gibbs Shadeen. Another shot, another goal to the Ice. No, it's been waved off. See, I thought that actually went in initial reaction.
Here we go again. Same side.
Now Buckman. Good work by Ward for the Bears. But Buckman still in control of the puck. Gets a shot away but misses the target. So Otterson out towards Graham. Goes out wide towards Dahlberg. Just past the crease there of Downey. Bears able to clear, but it's just Clear and hope, and that will be an icing call.
All right, here's another replay for us to dissect, and I'm sure Charles will probably want to have another look at this. Let's have a look. So here's the shot. Nah, that's clearly not in.
Yeah.
So, and we got the reaction here from, well, poker face.
Yeah, he's a poker face, isn't he?
Yeah. So, he really didn't give too much away. He probably got...
the face there of Charles Francis is cooler than his suit.
At least he's probably got a straight flush. Here is Powell now, trying to get towards the top of the circle. Wong trying to break in past the defensive Sydney. He's still got the puck. Centres, and just a half a foot wide there was Delsar looking for the tip. And this puck is sent out of the zone and onto the stick of Paul Baranzilli at the opposing blue line. Fires it right back to centre. Delsar can't pick it up. Neither can Ward, but he's in the middle of retreating to his own bench. And the Ice have about 96 seconds to make something of this attacking drive, as do the Bears. Foons steals the pass, tried to get it out of the zone. Tazarek swoops on it. Last Bears goal scorer. Got Vlad Rubes with him. Tazarek now cuts to the top. Sends it right back, looking for Schlamp, and just through his skates. And the Ice trying to catch them on the counter, and that's going to be icing. And a face-off to the left of Dane Davis with 75 seconds remaining in the second period.
And there's going to be a pretty important 75 seconds as well. If the Bears can level it, you never know. You've got someone from India. There you go. Don't usually get to...
Not a country we normally associate with hockey, although they do have a national team. There's actually a doc on YouTube you can watch about that.
And also, isn't it in Punjab, there's AIHL commentary as well?
Yes, Hardenjit Singh for the Calgary Flames on CBC. So, so there was also Longmo Lee, the Chinese commentator as well. So, multicultural feel, but...
So when are you going to do an AHL game in Mandarin, Steve? You're fluent.
Depends when the party's going to let me, mate. Haven't played my card-carrying fees this year. Got a couple of Labor politicians that are going to pay off first. But that aside, 70 seconds left, 5-4. I'm sure Sam Dastiari is going to be on the phone to me recently. Here's Annesley trying to keep it in. Fires it on net, and that's blocked up high and off the stick of Liam Webster. Now onto Armstrong down the far side. Got Rubes and Reve in his way. Drops it off here for Joey Hughes. Tries to slip that one by. And good job done there by Reve. Under pressure to get this one out to Schlamp, who tries to fire it across the lander. Cut off well there by Hughes. And a breakout the other way coming from the Melbourne Ice. Here's Brown. And, well, puck bobbled off skates, but Joey Hughes has done a great job to keep this play alive. And into the corner and into the glass he goes via the shoulder of Schlamp. Hughes now. Again cancelled out by Schlamp, and, well, with the headlock as well. And referee says, that's enough, boys, play on. Here's Rubes. Good pass out now here to his countryman, Thomas Lander. Driving in, centering it in front. Oh, and that shot just over the crossbar. And a good chance here late for the Sydney Bears. And, well, just bounced over the stick of Reve. That's not going to be icing. And 10 seconds left. Maybe a Hail Mary play in terms of a scoring opportunity if Brian Foons is the wiser. Does exactly that, and just too much on it. And icing cancelled out. Webster whips it around, and that will do it here for the second period. The Melbourne Ice 5, the Sydney Bears 4, and plenty of goals in this one with a period to play.
Absolutely. Coming in the third period, the Bears, in many ways, they've just got to keep doing what they're doing. They've just got to dig deep. It's going to be a big third period. The Ice will certainly come out all guns a-blazing. Can the Bears hold on? Can they find the equaliser? The start of the third period will be absolutely crucial to that. So to wrap things up at the end of two periods, it is the Melbourne Ice who lead the Sydney Bears 5-4. We're back shortly with the third period to play. Welcome back to O'Brien Group Arena for the third period and playing this match between the Melbourne Ice and the Sydney Bears, and what's set up for an absolute barnstorming finish. The Ice lead 5-4, but the Bears have certainly come to play today. But can they keep it up for the third period? This is where a lot of sides against Melbourne Ice this year have really fallen down. The third period where the Melbourne Ice just ground the opposition down and have claimed the win. Will that happen today? We'll soon find out.
Yeah, and look, as we talked about depth being the theme of this year, and I think that's the difference, rolling all four lines, which has, seen some players even head to other teams. So, just one at the moment, Mitch Humphries, but I think that's what as we said, this league progresses, the depth is going to be the trend going forward, and this season's been a good test case for that. I mean, as we talked about at the start of the broadcast, Ice, Brave and Thunder at the top, three deepest teams in the league, and then the rest. So, but that being said, stranger things have happened, and it's only a one-goal game. The Bears came out of the gate on the attack, and, well, they're quite capable of taking it. It's just
the first 5 minutes for mine will be crucial.
Yeah.
So, start the third period. It's the Bears who do win the face-off. Annesley goes out wide, looking for Thomas Land, who, by his usual standards, has been fairly quiet so far tonight. Now puck kept in by Annesley, gets a shot away, looking for the deflection. So Brown for the Ice, gets it out towards Hughes. We'll take the blue line, we'll wait for support, protects the puck. A little backhanded pass, looking for Brown. Brown will get a shot away, good save though by Downing. So now Reve for the Bears. It's being cleared away, but Hughes will get there first for the Ice. The home side will make a line change. So Hughes flips it up high. Glided down there by Carpenter out towards Backman. Gets a shot away. Downey with the save. Big rebound offered. Now Schlamp for the Bears. Gets it from Lander back towards Schlamp. Now Gibb Shadeen. Out towards Backman. Backman try to get it out there towards Otterson. And Downey is down.
Oh,
and he's going to be slow to get up.
Outstretched right leg. Was contact there. Driving through. And, that's not a great position for any goaltender. Groin and hip.
Of course, Kimlin's already out injured.
Yeah, so Gabe Robrito's... is he going to be warming up on the bench?
I think he's getting his... going to get his equipment.
Yeah, he is indeed.
He's getting ready.
Well, that...
Oh, yeah. I think his skates caught Otterson.
Just have another
look. On the way, Otterson's way through.
Another look at that. But...
and it'd be disappointing for the young man if he is injured. To me, he looks like obviously slow to get up. I think his night could be done. And that's going to be a real shame because he's been good this weekend and despite some of the score lines, he's been impressive for the Bears.
And that's very dangerous position in terms of the lever forces when you're you've got your outstretched leg and then something coming through to hyperextends the hip and the groin. So it
looks like he's going to continue on, but it'll be interesting to see how long. I think Beldo should certainly
be a strain as we have a look. Yeah. Oh, yes, he is stretched. Oh, yeah, I don't like looking at that at all. So
could see how it responds, but I think backup for the Bears should certainly be ready at a moment's notice.
Al Becken's on the bench this week. I was going to say he'd be the only one player on the ice older than Vlad Rubes if he was dressed as he has been a couple of times for the Bears this year.
So now Graham goes out wide, out towards Backman. He beats Ward to the puck. He did well. Now Gibb Shadeen. Back out towards Christopher Backman. So Gibb Shadeen. Back into the corner. The Ice just looking for an opening. Pass out towards Dahlberg. In the corner, Backman. A little backhanded shot. Danny had that covered and he looked like he moved well. That's an important sign as well for the Bears.
Oh, he's stretching his left side out at the moment.
So now Backman trying to get it back out towards Graham. So Dahlberg just wait for his team to make a line change. Pass out towards Delsar. Delsar will go out wide looking for Wong. Play broken up there by Annesley. Wong and Annesley fighting for the puck. Two of the smaller men on the ice. Now Rubes gets a shot away. Davis with the pad just bats that away. Battle along the boards, and it's just pushed forward by Delsar. Downey clears it away.
Annesley got cleaned up there at the blue line. Bears wanted an interference call. Looked like Annesley was just backing up. I didn't think it was too bad. If we have another look at the replay, it could be proven wrong as usual. Here we go. Well, actually, he had a case. He had a case. So, well, oh well. That's in the books now. But 17-19 to go. Still a 1-goal game. And North Stars have taken a 1-0 lead over the Perth Thunder. Jonathan Hoot with the first goal of the game up there in Newcastle. As we said,
brave lead the Mustangs as well.
So here comes Saxon Air. Looking for slipped that one through to Reve. Comes back to Air now. Chopped at there by Chris Wong. The two 19s go at it. Rimmed around and back now here to Annesley at the blue line. Annesley slaps it back in, and that caroms off the kick plate. And out there here to Saxon Air again in the corner. Puts it behind the net. Baronzelli's there first for the ice. And well, it gets stapled to the glass there with Air and a high energy shift from the Sydney Bears forward. But the puck comes back out now here to Tommy Powell, trying to hit Delsar at the opposite wing. As Reve puts him into the glass. And Vasquez comes away with the puck. Vasquez just dumped, or tried to dump that one in. It caromed off a skate. And Webster put it back out. Armstrong, nice one-touch pass on there here to Jeremy Brown. Brown to the outside, trying to force a shot. Got Armstrong parked in front. Oh, and that was off the side of the net. And Downey eventually grabbed the rest of it. And we get a whistle.
Important thing for the Bears is Danny looks like he's moving okay.
Yeah, I mean, he was stretching just out of shot a couple of times, rather gingerly, but may just be a strain, and you know, might be feeling worse tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah, one of those ones where you feel much worse than after a night's sleep and you cool down.
So this one parked out in front. Foons. Ward gets there first before anyone. Gets checked there by Hughes. Puck doesn't go over the blue line as Webster is in the way. Brucker trying to force it past him, but it comes back now here, and Joey Hughes tries to get at the puck now here for the ice. But out it comes now here to Thomas Lander. A good pass now here finds Brucker. 2-on-1 break now developing for the Bears as Carpenter puts a good hip check there on Brucker, and Joey Hughes follows up on Lander, but Bears still have the puck. And, well, Brucker and Joey Hughes have a bit of a discussion. Excuse me, Carpenter has a discussion there with Lander. And a few jeers there for the Melbourne Ice fans.
I think Brucker was following up from the earlier hit.
It was a good one there from Carpenter. Don't often see that. But here comes Nick Reve through three Ice players. Gibbs Shadeen, oh, that's going to be a penalty and a half as hook or hold, hook or trip, take your pick. I don't think the Ice fans really have much to protest about there.
They'll do it anyway.
Gibbs Shadeen with the initial hook and then the trip. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's the hook. And another one. Oh, well, yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Not much you can protest about there.
But it's a big chance now for the Bears.
Yeah.
One of the Ice's best players are in the penalty box. So far, they've managed to hold on and look pretty impressive for the first 4.5 minutes of the period. And I did say earlier, the first 5 minutes would be crucial. And now they find themselves on the power play. So from the face-off, puck spills free, but the Ice able to clear. Out towards Bachman. Bachman forced out wide, gets a shot away. Rebound off it by Danny. Puck spills free. And in the end, Otterson just couldn't clean up the crumbs. Pass back. Annesley retrieves the puck. Brewer. Gets it back towards Annesley at the point to Reve. The two of the goal scorers, the Bears teaming up. Brewer. Puck spills free, the side of Davis's net. Just a lack of talk from the Bears on that occasion. And they've turned the puck over and the Ice are able to clear. So they dump in the corner. Ice and the PK will make a line change. So Nick Reve. Goes out wide. Out towards Schlamp. Davis comes out of his crease, bit dangerous. I don't know if he saw the Brewer was there and then got a bit of a tangle. So Annesley to Schlamp. to Brewer. Brewer will take the blue line. The Bears need to get a bit more adventurous on this power play. To pass out towards Annesley, he fires, shot, and Davis makes a big save. That's a huge save there by Dane Davis. Not that he'd rather forget, he certainly redeemed himself.
Save of the game there from Dane Davis. I think they didn't get the credit it deserved. Let's have a look at this. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
What Davis giveth, he taketh away also. Absolutely stoned Ryan Annesley.
Looked even better on that angle from ours.
And, well, Dane Davis keeping this a one-goal game. Well, 14:04 to go. Here's Graham trying to force this out over the line. And Tazarek gets it through here to Foon. Slings one on net, and Davis saw it all the way, and he holds on.
Looks like Davis is finding his touch.
Yeah, another look at this save here from Dane Davis. Initial shot comes in there from Annesley. Excuse me, it was Thomas Lander, I believe, on the follow-up. No, it was Brucker. Oh, man.
That's goal line.
Ace Ventura would say, like a glove. And Graham has the puck here in the corner. Pin to the boards. Rubes trying to fish it out here for the Bears. 24 seconds left on the man advantage here for Sydney. And that one's through. Oh, almost tipped off the stick there of Graham and in. And fortunately for the Melbourne Ice, it went wide. As Hughes brings it back into his own zone. So no offside. 13:35 to go. As Tazarek loses an edge and doesn't win the puck in the process. Joey Hughes has done a good job of eating up a few seconds off the power play clock. Rubes has got it. And we're back to 5-on-5 as Gibson steps back on the ice. And we're back to even strength. Rubes in Gretzky's office looking for an outlet pass. Got Ward pinching in now, trying to get the puck through to him. Couldn't do so. As some close attention there from Dahlberg being the difference. Rube eventually muscled off it there by Graham. And a 3-on-2 break developing here for the Ice. Here's Brown and Dahlberg and Hughes. And, well, so Gibson, excuse me, and that was just wide of his stick. And Foons has it now here for the Bears. Bouncing puck settled down now by Dahlberg. Whips this one across the ice into the skates there of Ward, and now onto the stick of Lander, but also onto the stick of Gibson, and he has it now and starts out again through centre. Manages to slip a pass out now here to Backman, who burns by Rivet and into the corner. Rivet, though, puts him into the glass, and the puck goes back out to the point now here to Webster. Slides it across. Carpenter didn't get all of it, and the Bears get a reprieve as Brewer burns down the far side. Got Schlamp going hard to the net, and, well, he ran into Davis. It's going to be a penalty. And, well, interestingly not, as I thought Schlamp went a little too hard to the net and gets away with one as Davis got collected up high. And
certainly a theatrical fall by Davis anyway, but...
Well, was he pushed in? I don't know. Let's have a look. Well, yeah, actually,
yeah.
Carpenter did manage to force him in. So, right call made there. There's Todd Graham being helped off the ice here. I didn't see what that was for. So it might have just been out of shot. But, yeah, correct call there on that.
It could be a big loss too.
Let's have a look, yeah. Well, actually, Schlamp was the one who initiated the contact, in my opinion. But, you know, referee at full speed, it's a fair call to make. And
most amazing thing out of the whole scenario is Michael Schlamp's not talking to the refs.
Well, that face-off should be outside. But anyway, I'm going to stop playing armchair ref. There's that draw one there by Brewer. Back to Annesley at the blue line. Here's Rivet. Nice move from him. Lost the puck in the process. Puck back over the blue line, and Annesley has to put on a burst of speed to prevent the breakaway there for the Melbourne Ice.
He's been good this weekend, right, Annesley?
Here's Brewer. Oh, I don't think that was offside. I couldn't resist. Jackson Brewer not happy.
And Michael Schlamp's talking to the linesman. There you go for the fans there.
I think that was definitely onside. Sorry, I think this one's incorrect. No, both skates on the blue line. Only has to have one.
Yeah, that's onside.
That's onside, yeah. Only has to have one. So, anyway.
The linesman was right there too.
Now.
So, neutral zone face-off.
So, I think the Bears got a little robbed. But anyway, there's been a few of those in this game. And there was a few yesterday too.
There was. So, Baronzelli. Pass wasn't a good one. It was turned over. Jeremy Vasquez. Try to get it out towards Saxonair. Pinched by his opposing number 19 and Chris Wong. Rivet keeps it in for the Bears. Vasquez get a shot away, and it was tempted to kick it in there by Air, but Davis was all over that one as we got a little bit of a scuffle now between Jeremy Vasquez and Chris Wong.
I think it was more just Wonga holding on to his stick.
No, I think it was, actually.
Yeah. Oh, it's caught up in his shoulder. There you go. Yeah, nothing in that.
Carry on as you were.
But yeah, that was that was a great side foot effort there, I think, from...
That was a heavyweight midget battle, that one.
Oh, no, but Saxon Air kicking the puck.
Yep.
But score update from Newcastle. 2-1. Thunder have clawed one back after Cale Kabashian scored for the Newcastle North Stars per Daniel Goranson on the power play. So,
and here at O'Brien Group Arena, it's the Bears who win the face-off. So Carpenter for the ice. Dangerous backhanded pass, but they have the numbers. It's Webster. Try to get out towards Armstrong. Webster will pick up his own pass in the end. Get a shot away, but the shot was blocked by Annesley. So Webster looking for Hughes. So Hughes to Webster. Fires on net. Bears managed to screen that one. Hughes wins back the puck. Rubes nearly pinched it. Yeah, Hughes will flip it up. Battle between Reve and Brown. It's the Bear who will win out. Has support in the form of Tasarik. So Tasarik had it poke checked away from him. Fires it into the corner, but only Armstrong there for the ice. Back pass was a dangerous one. Here's a chance out for the Bears. Tasarik backhanded shot. Puck spills free. Just across the crease there. Davis saved by luck as much as anything else. So Reve lost the puck, gets it back. Stretch pass, looking there for Brucker, and Davis will happily glove that one, and everyone can take a deep breath.
Wow, a couple of get-out-of-jail moments for the Melbourne Ice here late in the game. The Bears just need to be able to capitalise this. A superb day by Davis. Exactly right, Anthony Russell. I agree with that. As Lander drives that one wide. Backman first back here. Glove down there by Lander. Almost had the pass through to Brewer, beckoning, but cut off here by Otterson for the Melbourne Ice. And he starts it out here from the team from Victoria. Oh, and blowing a tie there was Dahlberg, but his teammate Otterson and Gibbs Shadeen both to his rescue. Here's Backman, fires this across ice, skating up, pinching in is Graham, his defensive opponent. Foons preventing his progress. Graham winds up, and that was blocked up high, and Brian Foons will be feeling that one tomorrow morning. And an equally voluminous effort there from Dahlberg, as that one shot on Downey's net. Was trying to think of an adjective, couldn't think of one on the fly, and Gibbs Shadeen forces the whistle.
And the Bears are certainly holding on in this one.
Yeah, look.
And they're creating chances as well. Well, look, that's the important thing. They're not just holding on, being the team behind, they're creating chances to level it.
Well, I think, yeah, that with that offside call, I think that sort of sparked them a bit. Here's Barondelli drive. That one's high play with a high stick there by the ice. Cancelled. No, I think that
high
was...
stick.
You know, I thought that was off the ice, though, so that should have been washed out. But we'll have a look at that one as Tim Rye, one of the youngsters, rookie for the Sydney Bears this season on camera. Let's have a look. Shot. Oh, it was Reve. Yeah, my bad. Cup that on the chin. Here's 9:55 to go. 1 goal game. Move back now here to Marcus Wong. And, well, good kick save there from Downey, and that was the side he was favouring earlier. Doesn't seem to be showing any trouble. Here's Vasquez over the line. Vasquez fires, deflected, and into the netting, and we'll have a face-off.
So, Steve, how do you see the Bears? What do they need to do to work themselves back in the game? They're the team behind, so they've in many ways got to create the running.
They're doing a good job. They're doing exactly what they should be. They're forcing the issue with the ice. They've had the better chances in this period, I would argue.
Yep.
Davis has made some spectacular saves. They just that finishing touch is what they need. I mean, they're winning the face-offs, and they're winning. They're breaking into the zone all right. It's just, yeah, they just can't seem to connect.
It's that final pass.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of a problem. So Brown in the corner up against Reve. Gets out towards Hughes. Hughes leaves it for Brown. Pass out towards Armstrong. You get a shot away. Shot, though, was blocked. It is a chance now for the Bears. If the outlet pass is good, it is. So Tasarik, he's forced out wide. And Armstrong plays that off the boards. Tasarik able to keep it in, but it's been pinched by Carpenter. So Carpenter for the ice. Pass there looking for Brown and Hughes. So Hughes, just fire it on net. Kept in now by Brown. Brown trying to flip a pass up high out towards Armstrong. So Ward trying to tie up Brown. Brown takes the puck out towards Webster, fires on net. And a nice glove save there by James Downey.
Yeah, look, still very confident in net despite the scoreline. James Downey is having another good game for the young goaltender by the Bears standards. But as we have a look, we were talking about the schedule before we got cut off previously. Bears have got the North Stars next weekend up there in New South Wales. So, in Macquarie, I was going to say, North Stars are
which is in New South Wales.
Yeah, exactly. Well, technically, I was trying to be a bit more specific. Here's Graham over the line, shoots this one in. And Downey, well, missed this one, but fortunately for him, the puck was not in a great shooting angle as far as the Melbourne Ice were concerned. Here's Gibb Shadeen. Pressured there by Foons, but evades him and trying to muscle his way towards the net, as we've seen him do so often this season. Usually with a couple of checkers hanging off his back towards the net. Here's Gibb Shadeen again. He's got the puck, forces it out to the line. Here's Dahlberg, fires and he had Backman yearning for it at the back post.
The idea was right.
And just a bit too quick for him. As the puck in the corner, and referee Steve DeWitt trying to get out of the way of the action. Puck forced out now. Here's Backman. It's toe drag and a great save again from James Downey. Gets the left pad down to deny Backman. Dahlberg now. Craig Armstrong-Fay and Sebastian Otterson collide there in front of the penalty box.
The last time Melbourne Ice import and the linesman collided, you've got the stripes.
Yeah, I just ignore it now. Here's one. And behind the net. And inside of the net, here's Brucker trying to stuff it short side, and Davis out. And a great save from him. And 7:24, still a one-goal game.
Well, both goaltenders are stepping up in this third period.
This one, here's Jeremy Brucker just trying to go 5-hole, and Davis taking up too much of that real estate.
But it is that lack of polish, that final move from the Bears. They're just missing at the moment.
Yeah. And there we have a look. Here's the play. Wow, I don't know where really Craig Armstrong-Fay could go.
Or Sebastian Otterson.
No.
So Bears win the face-off as Annesley fires on net. Now it's in the corner, kept in by Rivet to Tasarik. Tasarik tries to wrap around. Just went a little wide. It's straight towards Brown for the Ice. He'll flip it up high. Over Annesley head. And now it's Armstrong in the corner. So the two number 16s battling it out. And it's the 16 in white, Annesley, who wins the puck. But only as far as Carbon to go out wide towards Liam Webster. Webster stretch pass out towards Brown. Brown keeps control of the puck, waits for the trailer. That's Carpenter. Decides against the shot, go out wide towards Webster, fires on net, and that was straight at Downey, who gloved that one. And he needed to, couldn't offer up a rebound on that occasion.
Yeah, look, seeing it like a beach ball, someone's going to fill Jaff's shoes this way. I think Otterson's mother's proud of her boy now as she's sitting in the O'Brien Group Arena. Well, a very good afternoon. Didn't know that. Thanks for tipping us off, Anders. Making the, I'd say, 22, 23-hour flight all the way to Victoria?
Yeah, it would be, actually.
At least with a couple of changes, I'm sure.
It's one of the longer flights in the world, I think, Stockholm to Melbourne.
Yeah, I think the only one longer would be,
Reykjavik?
Reykjavik, yeah. Which the Australian national team have done a couple of times in the past 8 years. Here's Webster now for the AIHL Worlds. Armstrong pinned to the boards there by Foons. Hughes digging out. It's right in front. A shot from Brown and a good save there from Downey. And, well, he is really buying his team some time here in the late stages, the last couple of shifts. Here's Brucker. Webster puts the check on him. Puck put into the corner. Lander tried to get to the puck first, but Brown beat him to it. We've got appeals for a penalty here from the entire Melbourne Ice benches. I didn't see that just off shot as Brucker and can't see just who the player is at the moment from our camera angle. Would it be Liam Webster?
Liam Webster,
of course it would be. Troll extraordinaire for the Melbourne Ice. I'm interested to see what started this, if we can get a shot of it. Now, it's just it's at the bottom right of your screen, out of shot. Brucker and Webster laid the check on Brucker. Brucker's the man going. Webster escapes the penalty, I believe.
And nearly earned himself a stick.
Was Joey Hughes going to the box? No? Maybe just going over to talk to the ref.
He's got a letter now, he can talk to the ref.
Okay. Oh, Webster is going. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
So 2 apiece in terms of the penalties. So we'll have 4 on 4.
Chance for Liam Webster to catch up on his reading. So Joe Hughes having a word with Steve DeWitt, and Nick Reve comes in as well.
Nick Reve doesn't have an A, does he? No, he doesn't. I was going to say, what's he doing over there? Anyway, 4-on-4. Well, could argue that Liam Webster was holding on to Brucker's stick, so...
And because we did, and honestly, in our position, we didn't see any of it, so we can't really say one way or the other where the blame goes.
Clean hit with Webster initially, so I don't know what Brucker was upset about. Obviously, the holding of the stick. Anyway, 4-on-4 action here for the next two as Dahlberg skates away with it from the Melbourne Ice. Tommy Powell helps it in the rest of the way. And it goes in behind the nets. Trying to drop that one off to Chris Wong. Dropped it all the way back now here to Jackson Brewer. And straight out is Lander. Brewer and Lander. Brewer going hard to the net. Lander parking himself in front. Sent it to him, and it's loose in front. Loose puck still, and referee blows it dead. Lost sight of it.
Yep.
Because
that puck was still very much alive, so Melbourne Ice get away with that.
Oh, net was off as well, I was just about to mention.
Double bonus.
But yeah, good setup from the Bears. That's what they need. As here we have a little wraparound chance. Build out. Oh, and Lander. Oh, he's hit the pipe. Didn't see that at full speed.
But it's a tactic the Bears have been working on this period in particular, the wraparound.
Yeah.
They've done it a few times, so clearly it's a tactic.
Yeah. Maybe they've seen something in Davis's post-to-post movement they're trying to exploit.
And dare I say they've seen something in Melbourne Ice defensive structures that let them do it, because they've been doing it all period. And it's something that Melbourne Ice defence is going to have to close up very quickly, or they could be very costly for them. So Carpenter. Pass out towards Otterson. Looking for Backman, missed him. Just misread the angles on that occasion, did Backman. Good work though by Otterson. Keeps the puck in for the Ice. So Rubes, a veteran. Leave that now for Annesley. Goes out wide towards Rubes. Trying to look for the centre lane. Pass out wide. Shot. Davis just got enough of that shot from Reve. Literally just enough to get over the net. Now Backman for the Ice. Pass out. Too slick for Carpenter. So Rubes loses an edge. Hits the boards heavily. But the Bears win the puck. So Nick Reve. Nice move by Reve. Tries to get a shot away. It slipped through. 5-all.
Wow, what a goal from Nick Reve. Wow, 2 goal of the year contenders in the one game. Unbelievable there from Nick Reve. He's tied the game. And he beat everyone on the ice. The Melbourne Ice. Well, that's a shot from earlier. That's the Lander attempt. But Nick Reve, from about the red line over the blue, had 2 Melbourne Ice players to beat. Cuts in, slips it by Dane Davis. And just like that, here we go. Here's the replay. Here's Reve, picks the puck up around Baronzelli and Otterson. Chopped at as well. Oh, and there it goes. Jumps over Dane Davis. What a play from Nick Reve.
Well, there's one for the photographers.
Wow. 5-5. What a game. 5 minutes to go. And, well, if you're into numerology, that may mean something.
Well, don't worry about those final passes when you do that. And now a bit of miscommunication between the Ice and defence. So Gibb Shadeen gets it out towards Graham to Armstrong. So Armstrong will wait for the trailer. Shot was blocked. Ice keep control of the park. So Nicholas Dahlberg goes with the pass, looking for Gibb Shadeen. Was just a little bit out of position to get a shot away. And Brian Foons now for the Bears. Clears the puck. Bears will make a line change as Dahlberg goes out wide towards Graham. Go down towards Gibb Shadeen. Gibb Shadeen will wind up and shoot. Shot though was blocked. That's hit the back netting, and we'll have a face-off with 4:18 remaining, 5-all.
Frustrated Thomas Lander coming back off to the Sydney Bears bench, but that pass was just in front of him. But look, that was the Bears almost got caught out there at the back as Gibb Shadeen had about 3-4 metres of space to play with James Downey there, and well, just couldn't capitalise. Yeah. Again, that's been their Achilles heel.
The pass wasn't perfect. He was just slightly out of position to really get a good shot away. But it's going to be a face-off attacking zone for the Ice, but it's won by the Bears, and a good clean win as well. So Tassaric at centre ice will go out wide towards Annesley with a bit of space to play with. The angles will cut off pretty quickly though by the Ice defence. It's a battle in the corner. So Webster for the Ice. Out towards Hughes. Send that one in the corner. It's going to be a foot race. Reve up against Brown. Brown wins the puck. Stripped it by Slamp. Now Carpenter. Long the half ball, sent it into the corner, where Reve, well, was nearly caught napping on that occasion. And we've got a stopping play ever. Yes, we have. As the puck got caught in Jeremy Brown's equipment. So we'll have a face-off.
Yeah, no one knew where it went. Maybe a bit of Houdini action there from Jeremy Brown.
Yep.
But probably trying to claim the game puck for that goal earlier. But 3:40 to go, neutral zone face-off, and, well, we could be heading to a shootout, but I don't want to jinx the outcome either way. So, as I said, 3 points on offer, more of value to the Sydney Bears, to the Melbourne Ice at this stage of the season. And, well, who will skate away with that or two, we will find out in a few minutes' time. Here's Vlad Rubes. Whips us in behind, looking for Schlamp. Here's Foons. Dahlberg arrives there for the Ice to take the puck away and force it up ice. Here's Gibb Shadeen and hands it off now here to the speedy backman. One-on-one with Ward. Fires! And that's blocked there by Ward and into the corner before it got through to James Downey. Ice have control of the puck. Dahlberg calling for it at the point. Into the glass. Solidly there went Gibb Shadeen after the check from Foons, and a return hit there on Foons from backman. And all the way back now here to Dahlberg, and on now here to Graham. Graham flips this puck in, and Foons tried to glove it down, couldn't do so. Brown in now on the forecheck here for the Melbourne Ice. There's a battle ensues in the corner, and the Bears try to force it out of the blue line. Appeals for hooking against Armstrong go unheralded as play continues. Here's Graham, slips it through. Brown now lurking as Armstrong tried to go to him there. Great stick there from Reve. Prevented that puck getting through. Reve coughed it up. Here's Brown walking in. He fires. Great save from Downey. Oh! And between the post and the sprawling Downey go the Melbourne Ice. Nick Reve there to save the day for the Bears. And very nearly the game-winning goal. Here's Lander. Pass now out here to Brucker. 2-on-2 the other way. Here's Brucker near side. Hands off to Lander. Great pass here. In come the Bears. A shot. Oh! And Saxonair just couldn't finish it. Wow, end-to-end stuff here at the O'Brien Group Arena late in the game. Shooted in front of Brewer. Oh, he just couldn't put it past Dane Davis. He just sprayed it about half a metre wide. And, well, plenty of feeling here at the O'Brien Group Arena in Melbourne. Dying stages of the third period. Lander retreats into the Bears half of neutral ice. Hands it off now here to Brewer. Did well to put that one in past Webster. Collides there with Lander. Skating onto a loose puck now. Here is Backman. Tried to shoot that one up to Otterson. In behind everyone is Gibb Shadeen. Icing cancelled out as Reve retreats here for the Bears. And trying to get this one out. Now in front is Backman. He shoots. Oh, saved by Downey. Base score! Sebastian Otterson, 6-5, 1:25 to go. He's put the Melbourne Ice in front. Well, you thought a goal was coming either way. And the Melbourne Ice go one up with 85 seconds remaining.
That's all about taking your chances. The Bears just couldn't take their chances. Melbourne Ice here, it's persistence more than anything else. Defensively, I think that the Bears probably were starting to struggle. They were losing their concentration there, and that great swarm of Melbourne Ice players eventually just grabbed their opportunity, despite the best efforts of James Downey, who certainly you can't put that goal on him. That was superb goaltending, just beaten in the end by numbers.
And again, the Bears leave unattended Melbourne Ice players in front of the net. I mean, there was a good, 2-3 square metres of open ice there, and you just can't do that against the Melbourne Ice and any team really. But that's about, as I said, 4 or 5 times they've done that. Timeout called now by the Sydney Bears, and we'll see if they go for the extra attacker off the bat.
They did it yesterday and it worked for them.
That was great. I think it was 20 seconds in they scored. So
the question will be, I think, not so much whether they go for the extra attacker, because they really need the points. Yeah. There's any points they can get a hold of now. It's whether they start from the face-off or they wait. But in the end, I've probably got to give a lot of credit to Victor Gibb Shadeen. Yeah. That pass created those opportunities. And again, it was just hard work and persistence.
Well, as I said, Reve turned the puck over, but I mean, still his deep partner should have backed him out, bailed him out there. As I said, you could see a good 2-3 square metres. But that's in the history books now, and it matters not because the Bears have got to get a tying goal. And you can see James Downey looking at the bench. I think he's ready to come off.
Yep, he'll be starting.
So the Bears got to win the face-off, get the puck deep and get it to the net.
Absolutely.
You can see Rubes getting ready to come on the ice. Interesting choice. I would have picked someone else to come on.
But they win the face-off. That's the important thing. So the Bears have it through Reve, but he's had to concede some territory back towards Annesley, back to Reve. So Reve now. Just wanting to keep control of the puck. Flips out of high, and Davis will glove that one. And the Bears, well, Downey did come out of his crease, and it looks like they will, from the face-off, go with the extra attacker.
So it's either going to be Brewer or Rubes on the draw, and they'll be looking to get this back to Reve or Annesley and get Schlamp and or Lander in front.
Yeah, it's going to be Brewer to take the face-off. So from the face-off, it's won by the Bears. Kept in by Reve, sends that one into the corner. Pass to the slot. Here's Rubes. Tended shot, though, was blocked. Now Schlamp for the Bears, looking for Lander. Schlamp good there first for the Bears. Pass out. Shot, though, was blocked. The shot there by Reve. Still the Bears in possession of the puck. Rubes goes out towards Schlamp. To Brewer.
Net's off.
And net's come off its moorings. And Davis certainly was making sure everybody knew about that. And we'll have a face-off with 37 seconds remaining. And guess who's having a word with the referee?
Well, I actually think Davis knocked that off on purpose. If we get a look at the replay, because that's a penalty. But let's have a look.
It's interesting replay here.
Oh, it is. It's a penalty shot.
Whoa, okay, here's a big moment.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's been deemed that Davis, there's no reason why that net should have come off.
Let's have a look. If we can have a look at the replay, please, when we get a sec. But that was, I am 100% confident that was knocked off intentionally. Let's have a look.
Well, there's no reason why that net should come off.
Here's Davis. We see, just keep your eye on the top of your screen. Dane Davis, yep, pushes it, gives it an extra shove. Yep. There you go.
And I reckon that extra shove to make sure everyone knew was...
yeah.
He might have got away with it, if not for that second move. So Nick Reve with a penalty shot.
Yep.
Ice lead by 1 goal, 6-5.
So if you... Yeah, so the rule is in the last minute of the game, if you knock the net off intentionally, automatic penalty shot.
So Nick Reve to level the scores up against Dane Davis. And the crowd here at the Brian Group Arena going wild at the moment. Both benches on their feet. This is a crucial shot for the Sydney Bears and their season. Reve comes in and Davis denies him. And that might cost the Bears at least a point.
I would have picked Lander probably to take that, but well, the Bears were given a lifeline and they didn't come up with a puck. Didn't come up with it. Look at that. Davis really didn't move that much. Reve trying to go 5-hole, but
hit the pad.
This next 37 seconds going to be crucial in terms of the Bears season. Draw one by the Bears. Here's Annesley looking for a shooting lane. Goes down low now here to Brewer. Brewer looking for options. Hasn't got many available. Time expiring here in the third. Brewer patrols up to the top of the circle, peels off, goes down low now here to Lander. Lander sends it in front. Schlamp tries to jam it home short side. A loose puck in the crease, and it comes back out now here to Brewer. 18 seconds to go here in the third. Brewer now. Annesley on the other point. Brewer shoots, blocked up high. Taken here wide by Reve, trying to peel off. It's shot the length of the ice. This one's going to go wide. That'll be icing. And 6 seconds. Wow. Melbourne Ice player was going to get to the puck first.
Yep.
Bears stopped skating, so
Bears assumed an icing call.
So that should have been
waived.
An ice, no, yeah, it should have been waved off.
Yeah.
So,
and in fact, that's the way it's going to go. It's going to go centre.
Yeah.
Ooh, 6 seconds remaining.
So linesman Casper Russell Huber explaining his decision to Victor Gibbs-Shadeen.
Yeah. To me, it looked like the Bears player had pretty much stopped skating, assuming an icing call was going to come. Unless they're going to argue that the Bears player was impeded in his way. But
And no, I think that's well. He's admitted
It's going to be in the centre.
He admitted his mistake. Good call there, Casper. And
but with 6 seconds remaining, what we're going to have here is Michael Slamp has a few words with Steve DeWitt. Bears have to win the face-off and
just burst through. Yeah, it's got to be everyone.
They need their quickest skaters. So, centre ice face-off.
As we're waiting for 6 seconds.
Yep, confirmation of 6 seconds remaining. So from the face-off, it is won by the Bears. Annesley can't get it. Sorry, Reve couldn't get a clean touch of the puck, and eventually it's set in, and Melbourne Ice will claim a 6-5 victory in one of the best games we've seen so far this season.
Oh, well, I don't think there was anything left in the hockey rule book and fan book and whatever book you want to write on this that was left to right. Outstanding game from both teams. So James Downey in a losing effort was outstanding
all weekend
for the Sydney Bears, yeah, today and yesterday. And Dane Davis, look, despite the scoreline, had a good one again tonight, apart from that first period. But look, a good fight-back win for the Ice. The Bears, well, they could have won this game. Very easily could have won this game. They just didn't take their chances anyway. They were given the penalty shot in the end. They didn't take that chance either. But they're in a tough spot now. 18 games played. They trail. They're slipping further and further back now from the Ice Dogs
and that's the problem,
and the Mustangs. So
the effort from the Bears, 10 out of 10. Great effort.
Yeah.
You watch these two games and you walk away really admiring the Bears, but the problem is no points.
Yeah.
And that's what really counts for them in this battle for fourth spot.
Yeah.
They didn't get any points, and unfortunately some of their main competitors have got some points this weekend.
Yeah, particularly if, you know, the North Stars and Mustangs get up tonight, and indeed the Ice Dogs next week as well. So, look, Bears got to go back to the drawing board. You know, every point now counts for them. As I said, I expected them to, I wanted them to take at least 3 in terms of their season and competitiveness, but they didn't. So, and that's going to work against them. Backs to the wall now for the second half of the season, but plenty of hockey left in this one, and we'll see what the rest of the season provides. Obviously, they've still got Kimlin out yet to come back, so, and Cam Todd to come back as well. So, look, it's not all, I'm not trying to sound doom and gloom, but just trying to give a reality check in terms of their points and their situation at this point in time in the season. As for the Melbourne Ice, well, then Thunder and CBR Brave at the top of the pack, and they will extend their points total. And, well, that's it from us.
Yeah, so to wrap things up from O'Brien Group Arena, it was one of the best games of the season we've seen so far, but it was the Melbourne Ice who came up victors 6-5 over a very brave Bears side. My name's Michael Clough on behalf of my co-commentator Steve White. We'll see you next time. We hope you enjoyed today's game.